Hello, dating channel. That's right, dating channel coming at you. Been a while since I've been on. I've been on many dates, but nothing really to write home about. You understand when I do a dating channel live stream, I want to have something to talk about because I want to entertain you guys and I want to bring subject matter that's fresh in my mind. And yesterday's date has was a great example of a couple of things, of the evolution of my dating style, of the evolution of myself, because the way I reacted to a situation I was extremely proud of. And the person that I dated or went on a date with ruined the date not 10 minutes from the beginning. The date lasted 2 hours, 2.5 hours, if I'm not mistaken, 2 hours and change. But in the last 10 minutes, she basically pulled the pin on the grenade and threw it at the table, and basically it blew up in our face. I will talk about today of politics ruining an otherwise wonderful date, and it went off the rails so bad. See, when a train goes off the rails, sometimes there's minor trail derailments, like you catch it in time and you stop. No, this one was going 100 miles an hour. It came flying off the tracks, and it took out a whole town that just happened to be in the way of this derailing train track. I will tell you guys, in one of the most ridiculous ways of ending a otherwise wonderful date, and her circumstances are going to make you wonder, what the hell was she doing? So let's say hi to the people here, because there are no sponsors on this channel. It's just you and I and the people. And if people are asking why are the names normal here now instead of at on my other channel, when your names have an ampersand, I think it's called an at, I think it's called an ampersand, or maybe not. Is it an ampersand? I don't know. An at logo. That's for safety reasons, so that people can't have 15 different names. So that YouTube Corrupt and Free Speech can't become YouTube Corrupt Fuck the Cuban Girl immediately. So they're instituting some safety mechanisms to keep the names good. But apparently on this channel, you can change your name all you want. Diego Redbird says, Lego. Coyote Kelly, YouTube Corrupt says, what's up, man? Glad to see you on here. Renee says, what the helly? Joe Jack says, I can't wait to hear this one. Politics can definitely be a deal breaker if it's a lefty loon. CJ Cox says, yeah, boy, I've been waiting on this one. Yusuf says, hello. Connor Wozurinsky says, yo. Coyote Kelly says, Alex must have seen a Harris Walls bumper sticker on her car, then stepped outside. I would have ran away so fast, she wouldn't even remember me. CJ Cox, Dane Austin, EPA says, been waiting all day for this. EPA, any bump in sales? I want to make sure that the sponsorship on the other show gives you a bump. So if we have to do more giveaways and stuff, I'm hoping there have been more orders that have come your way, because I want to, bump up the sales. CJ Cox says, the Bumble Swipes in Tokyo, Japan were amazing last time. That is tough, because the accent that I have to put on for the Japan Bumble Swipes hurts my voice. Toilet Dumper, Jeffrey, Slow 99, CJ Cox, MG1 PCM, Slow 99 again, 2000 MCR, Jay Walker, what are you doing here, brother? CJ Cox, Matt Oliver, Kevin Air Filter, TJ Sikorsky, Connor again, Josh Roy, Mercury Motorsports, Cortese, 10-second Z06, YouTube Corrupt, McKen McAllister, Craig G, Connor, Jay Walker again, Connor, Bruce, Mercury Motorsports, Jay Connor, 10 seconds, CJ, Amir, Adolfo, JD Bruce, EPA, you guys always take care of DMG. I appreciate you all, and thank you, Alex. Okay, so I matched with a girl on Hinge. Hinge has been probably the better app to use than Bumble. Bumble, I think, has been taken over by bots, fake accounts, and stuff like that, but that's normal. And on Hinge, at least they notify you when they say, hey, we noticed that you matched with a girl and we ended up finding out that was a fake account. So if you shared any information like your social or your credit card, make sure that, you take the appropriate action. So at least they do a little bit of a better vetting process. So 38 years old, 37, turning 38 next month. And she looked thin in the photos. Okay, let's be honest. We're visual creatures. I'm going to go out with a thin girl. Or at least a thinner girl, not fat, okay? So she looked good in the photos, and I thought, okay, good, let me see. We ended up matching, and usually there is a huge delay between the time you match with a girl and the time that she replies to you. Huge delay. This one was not a huge delay, and that immediately gets my attention. When you are present in front of me, you get my attention. If there are 3 girls that I'm talking to, and one of the 3 is in my face, replying to texts, being attentive, being, not wasting my time, the likelihood of me going out with her over the others is 100+%. She is present. She is in front of me. So I said, look, we could text forever, or we could have a phone call or meet for a quick bite to see if there's a connection. She was very close by. She lived in Riviera. I said, oh, okay, not in this complex, thank goodness. And, let's just meet if you're available tomorrow. So when was I setting this up? I was setting this up as I was on a date. Remember I told you guys that 50-year-olds are like shooting fish in a barrel? That's the problem. The 50-year-olds I'm meeting, I want to shoot because they're so ugly and they're not feminine anymore. There is an age range where femininity disappears. A little bit of a mustache. And I'm like, shit, it's about 45 to 50. And I'm sorry, I'm not attracted to women my age, but I tried. So I was on this date. She went to the bathroom and I'm like, I'm setting up the date for tomorrow for this other chick. Come back, do the thing, didn't work. I don't feel anything. Maybe who knows? I don't care. So then there comes a day. The day comes yesterday. Went to Yard House, of course. And because let's be honest, it's open late, whatever. So I get there early as always. I always get there early. I'm not one of these guys that likes showing up second. I don't know why. And I see her come towards me and she looked exactly like her photos. Thank goodness. She looks thin. She's pretty. Black hair. Cuban. Which, guys, I'm reaching Cuban fatigue status right now. My last girlfriend was Cuban, and I got a dose of that culture. A heavy dose of that culture. But the problem is we are in South Florida, and they're as common as Mexican chicks in McAllen. You'll see. So you're like, I guess that's what's available, and I'm going to date the present person, the person that's in front of me. Okay, no problem. See her. Hi, how you doing? Start talking, get her table. No problem. Sitting down, and this is the story. She starts telling me how she moved up. I don't give a fuck. I'm never going to see her again. How she moved up from Miami so that she could set herself up here so that her kids, she has 2 daughters, could go to school in Palm Beach County, which makes sense. This area has ridiculously desirable schools. If you have kids and you want to go to probably one of the better school districts in Florida, Palm Beach County is probably it. Not Riviera. I'm talking Jupiter, PGA, North Lake area. It's going to be pretty good. Your kid's going to be pretty damn good in terms of education, public education anyway. So she's telling me the story about how she moved up and she had basically moved her job, took a job in hospitality, which is kind of demeaning to her because she was an insurance franchise owner or something like that. And I was like, okay, cool, whatever. So she's telling me all this stuff. And then she starts telling me the hardships. She goes, once I got the kids set up here, the kids didn't like it. They didn't like the school. They didn't like the area. They were so used to Miami. So they went back to Miami. And I felt terrible because I didn't want to go back to Miami because there's nothing there for me. The job market is not great. The rent's so expensive. So I'm going to stay up here and make it happen up here. So she has been up here 2 years struggling. Just the struggle bus. She has just had a very hard time. Car breaks down. This happens. That happens. So she's one of these women that is going through it. You know what I mean? She was dating a guy while she was trying to visit the kids in Miami. It was just, she was going through it. So then I thought to myself, why are you dating? So I asked the question. I'm at the point where I am direct. Here you go. I interrupted her mid-explanation. I said, so let me ask you a question. Why are you out here in the dating pool if you are going through so many hardships? And she's like, well, I want to see if, you never know, maybe something can get me out of my funk. I understand, but I'm going to tell you a little bit about myself. I got my head fully out of my ass before I got into the dating pool. I couldn't offer a woman what men are supposed to offer women if I was dating during the time that I was having my head firmly up my ass. Was I meeting girls and smashing on an air mattress all day? But in terms of looking for a relationship, and I'm not saying I'm looking for a relationship, because if I was going to put her in smash zone, you'll see what I'm talking about. It probably wouldn't have been a good idea. So we're talking, And she tells me about her family. I tell her about my family. We are having conversations. And then she starts talking like a very familiar song that I've heard before. Have you ever met somebody and they start saying things that an ex used to say and you're like, shit, this girl is a carbon copy or an older version of the last girl I dated. I'm going to shut the door because the dryer's going to go off. And I don't want it to make a bunch of noise because it's going to make a bunch of noise. So, this girl starts singing this song about a very familiar song that I was like, I've heard this before. I'm well read. So the moment you tell me you are well read, I know you're psycho. Or there is something wrong. There's something wrong. When women tend to lose themselves in books, I am talking about experience, guys. 100% experience. When someone loses themselves in books and want to have a library in their house, there's an issue there. There's an issue. Why do I say that? They're not living in reality. They're not living in reality. They're living in a book about a fantasy world where alien men screw women from Earth. And these alien, you think I'm kidding? There are books out there where women read novels about men from another planet or species from another planet that are male that breed and fall in love with Earth women. And when I heard she is well read, and I was like, really? And I would just interrupt. I was like, what kind of books do you read? Well, fantasy novels, like what? Like smut? Like smut? Like very classy smut? Because what do you mean? I go, yeah. Yes, I am doing laundry. Absolutely. I got the dryer going, and that thing's it makes a hell of a noise. So I didn't want to interrupt the stream. So what ends up happening is those women don't live in reality, or they get their information from somewhere heavily biased. So then I started seeing signs that this was not going to work out. Very well read, likes to travel. You're poor. You're going through it. You work in hospitality. You got 2 kids in Miami. You're single. You probably can't pay 50% of this date, which is what? $60 or $50? And now you're telling me you're well read. You like to travel. And the final kicker, guys, she likes electronic dance music and goes to EDM festivals. Uh-oh! Uh-oh!
Ooh, what's that smell? Sasso, man. That's sasso.
You like to go to EDM festivals, read about aliens fucking girls in Earth, and you want to travel and you get lost in books. Oh my God. Here we go. So, it's okay. I'm like, I can fuck her. You know? I could put up with her bullshit enough to get a BJ. Over the pants hand job. Something. 38-year-old woman going through a whatever crisis. So I'm like, vamos a ver si se lo meto. Because we were getting that vibe that she was into me. Oh, you look great. And I met these guys and they're catfish and da. Whatever. Her ass wasn't good though. I'm going to say that's one of the flattest Cuban asses I've ever seen. But the front half looked good. So I'll just bang her. Missionary. Forget doggy. It's useless doing doggy cuando no hay culo. It's like, forget it. It's like banging a barn door. It's just not a good look. So anyway, about an hour in, she orders a drink. And she goes, do you mind if I drink? I go, I don't mind if you drink. No problem. Guess what a girl that is well-read, goes to EDM festivals, likes to travel, going through it, struggling through life, would drink around late summer, early fall. Go. What would a woman who is going through it around late summer, early fall, order for a drink? If one of you guys gets it, my hat's off to you. So I'm like, yeah, I'm telling you, it's not a good thing. Yes, EDM festivals at 38. You know what I asked her? I said, do you know how to shuffle? She goes, no, but I'm EPA, you son of a bitch. You son of a bitch. A pumpkin beer. And I said, esto se acabó. I'm like, what? I mean, it's the end. EDM festivals at 38, you're going through your hospitality, you're probably what? And you then drink a pumpkin beer. Oh, with a cinnamon rim. Can I get the cinnamon rim? And you know what I said? I said, you want a cinnamon rim job? And she goes, yeah. So now I know she doesn't even understand like English language, like English pop culture. Like she doesn't understand what I'm saying. And I'm like, I isn't gonna go nowhere. So I'm already getting turned off. First hour, I can bang her. Second hour, ugh. And then here comes the kicker. She goes, let me ask you about your politics. I was mid drink. And I was like, let me ask you a question. What is more important? How you and I interact in a relationship capacity or politics? Because if it's politics, there is no reason to continue this conversation. There is no reason to continue this conversation. If you feel so strongly about politics over how we interact in a potential relationship capacity, we do not need to continue this conversation. And she's like, no. I'm curious. I'm asking questions. I want to get to know you. Like, tell me, did you vote for Trump? I said twice. And I said it with my chest. Twice. Twice. And if he runs a third time, 3 times. With my fucking chest. Oh, yeah, you know. Yes. She goes, why? Like I said, fiscal policy. Guess what she said? What the fuck does fiscal mean? You are starting a political discussion and you don't know what fiscal means? Who the fuck starts a conversation about politics and then does not know what fiscal means? I said, fiscal policy. She goes, what's that mean? I said, money. Tax structure. Money. Anti-waste. Money that I earn. I keep more of it. That is what fiscal policy means. And you know what she said? What about his immigration policy? I said, that is what he is most popular on. But I said it this way. She goes, what about his immigration policy? I said, that's what the majority of the public voted for. The majority of the public, when he started talking about closing the border and building walls, he got voted in because of that. And that's what he's doing. She goes, like she was what? Have some more of your pumpkin beer. So I was like, so look, obviously politics is more important. She goes, no. I just need to understand your thought process. I said, and I'm very calm when I'm talking. I'm not raising my voice. I said, no, I think this isn't going to go where you think it's going to go. Like, I'm not going to understand your point of view because I don't care about it. I don't care about your political point of view. I care about if you're going to be a good woman, you're going to be sweet, feminine, available, and you're going to act right in a relationship. Like, represent me well when you're out and about. And she's like, no, well, okay. So what about women's rights? I said, what about women's rights? Calmly. What about women's rights? She goes, he's taking them away. I said, what is it currently that I can do that you can't do? Guys, the calm demeanor, I was impressed with myself because I'm usually up. So I said, what is it that I can currently do that you cannot? Then I said, oh, war. I'd be in the front lines. You probably wouldn't sign up for that. You understand? And she's like, Okay, well, what about the women's right? I said, what about women's rights? What about them? She goes, health care. I said, you can go to a hospital and get taken care of because you're a woman? That has nothing to do with health care and women's rights. You think health care is a right? And she's like, yeah. I said, oh, you mean abortion? She goes, yeah, that's health care. I said, not to the baby. What? I go, I don't know. Something tells me that the baby doesn't like getting aborted. Call me crazy. But, you guys label that under healthcare. So let me ask you a question. So you think abortion is a right? She goes, yes. Got it. So where do you think it's getting taken away? Oh, he reverted it back to the states after he got rid of Roe v. Wade. I go, so move to a state that allows abortions. I said, look, this is not going well. This is not going well. And she goes, no, I just want to understand your view. I said, I don't advocate for women aborting babies nonstop. I advocate for people not getting pregnant. I am 47 years old. I have never gotten a woman pregnant. I have never gotten a woman pregnant in 47 years. She goes, maybe your stuff don't work. Maybe. Or I nut on their face, hair, belly button. And unless there is a orifice I don't know about that leads to their eggs where I splicack, I think I'm okay. But I said, look, I have never gotten a woman pregnant. And she has 2 daughters. She goes, what if my 2 daughters get pregnant? I said, I would hope that you would taught them enough about sex to not get pregnant. She did not know what to say to that. That right there, she went, but it happens. I go, what do you mean it happens? What do you mean it happens? It takes 2 parties to tango. So if your daughter has a boyfriend, and teach him about safe sex and don't get her pregnant or don't end up pregnant. But if you're reverting or you're resorting to abortion, obviously I understand the point of view of anti-abortion activists that the baby probably doesn't want to be aborted, and I don't put that under the healthcare banner. But that's all to say this, and this is what I said to her. You and I are not going to work out because politics is more important. And I'm doing this, right? There is this genius invention at these places. These genius inventions at these places. There is a kiosk right here, right? There's a kiosk right off to my, right here. Let's see, like here, yeah. So I was like, well, and I'm reaching for my wallet, and she sees the motion, and she does this look. She goes, yeah, you know what's happening. So it looks like politics is more. I need a card. I need a card to simulate it. There you go. I need a card. Damn, I don't have a card to simulate it. Let's say I have a card. It looks like abortion and politics is more important to you. Beep. 20% tip than a relationship with a man. You're beautiful, but we're not going to work out. Have a good night. Got up and I left. Got up, walked towards the car, paid my bill, had a good meal, had a decent 2-hour conversation, and the last 10 minutes was psychotic in nature. Now, the red flags started coming up pretty quickly. So, this is what I would do if I were you guys. Because when it's once or twice, it could be coincidence. When it is consistent across the board, it is a trend. I did not split the check. No. I took the hit because that was my mistake. I didn't vet her properly. That was 100% on me. Because all of this could have been hashed out over a phone call. So, when you match, get to know a girl, give her your number, or you get her number, have a conversation. So that you don't end up where I ended up. I said, I've been trying so much and so many conversations over the phone have been a dead end. I thought to myself, maybe I need the in-person interaction to be able to gauge them better because I immediately feel off on the phone. I'm done. But this girl went on and on. Now, if she would have stopped at immigration, fine. But once she went into the abortion stuff, and because she had 2 daughters, I thought to myself, she is teaching her kids this way of thinking. And I don't want to be involved with a woman that is teaching 2 other future women this way of thinking that I strongly disagree with. Get pregnant, abort it, no big deal. Get pregnant, abort it, no big deal. How about don't get pregnant? How about that being the first thing? Now, I was in a situation because when she said that, boy, my memory went to a situation. Me and my ex were hanging out. And she said, put it in me, daddy. I don't care. I'll take a plan B. While we're in the act. And I was mind blown by that thought process. I was like, who the fuck am I with? What? Now, when she was on the IUD, you still have to be careful. But, when you're hot and heavy and you say those words, you'll never forget that. Because you're like, what? That's not how we roll here. That's not how we roll here. So you're trying to kind of cuff me. Because then I had that conversation later. And I've said this before. Where I've said, if I would have done it in you, and then you ended up pregnant, would you have? She was probably not. I probably would have kept it. Whew. It's a trap. I was like, oh, I was getting.
It's a trap.
I was getting set up. Alex was getting set up.
It's a trap.
Interesting. So my memory recall is pretty damn good. So now I'm looking at this woman in front of me talk about that issue, and I'm just like, you could have stopped at immigrants. And I probably would have still pursued you for sex, but not for a relationship. But the moment you started talking that nonsense, I was like, I don't even want to be in this girl's presence. And again, I did it very calmly. I said, look, it just doesn't seem like you and I are compatible because politics is more important to you than it is to me. And you're beautiful. You're lovely. I just don't think we're going to be a good match. Beep. And I hope you have a good night. Thank you. And I left. Absolutely mind blown. So if you come across a girl that's well read, I'm sorry. I've never come across a well read Republican. That's not to say that Republicans don't read, but they have to tell you. They have to tell you they're well read. I read a lot of books. What kind of books? Smut. Character 1, male, name Peter, last name North, walks into a house he is delivering a pizza on and says, hello, I have a pizza for Mrs. Christina Canyon. Very lumptuous, big-breasted woman opens the door and says, yeah? Well, is that all you're going to give me? Well, I have something else, but I don't know if it's appropriate as I'm delivering pizzas. They then walk into the room that has a black couch, and I'm like, you're reading porn. You're reading porn. Murder novels and smut books. So if a woman tells you she's well read, and then she's like, Harry Potter, murder novels, and smut book, get the fuck out of my life. I guarantee she is super liberal, or her brain is rotted. And that's what I was looking at this girl in front of me. Guys, she was pretty attractive. And I was like, I could probably just fake it till I make it and nail her. And then what? Deal with the repercussions of nailing her. I'm not going to nail her at her place. Why, guys? Why wasn't I going to nail her at her place? She had a roommate. 38-year-old mother of 2 has a roommate. Get your life together before you date people. Get your shit figured out. Nope, I definitely got to get a meal and maybe get fucked. So why not get your life in order? Or if your life is not in order and you need a man to put your life in order, act accordingly. You ain't got no leverage except your pussy, which 2 people ran out of. 2 people ran out your pussy. So what's that pussy worth? So if you need a man because you're obviously dating for meals and potential stability, how are you going to act around someone that can provide that for you? Stability, financial support, companionship, leadership, protection, and providing. How are you going to act? Are you a Trump supporter? Are you a Trump supporter? Yes, bitch. Because most masculine men are conservative. That's just a fact. It's not really up for debate. Logic doesn't stop liberals from being offended. She probably made a post about you on the T app that you abused her during the date. No, if guys did that enough and stopped simping for a hoe, this could fix manipulative women. The fact that he had efficiency to bumble swipes on the down tap on the date, absolutely. I'm gonna go to the bathroom. I'm swiping right now. Efficiency. I'm doing laundry, swiping, I'm entertaining. I do it all. So, if a woman is, let's say, going through it, and you get on a dating app, then you and I both know that I'm gonna think you're going through it so that a man can fix your shit, or maybe you want a free meal and dick. So if you want a free meal and dick, don't bring up politics at all. Now, if the man is psychotic and he brings up politics, that's on you. But if the man has been a gentleman throughout the whole date, had great conversation, told you about himself, spoke to you in a certain way, gave you the respect, gave you compliments, let you order a stupid pumpkin spice beer with a cinnamon rim, I'm just like, okay, don't ask about politics. You should start thinking about how I'm going to suck his bitch up. I got the pumpkin beer, I got food, good conversation, I got out of the house, he's going to pay for this? How am I sucking his dick tonight? In the car? Or will I maybe manipulate it so that he can take me to his place and bend over my flat ass and he can ram me from the edge of the bed? No. Tell me about your political views. My ex hit the buzzer beater with the new guy and then decides she wasn't happy. 50 Shades of Liberal, it's porn. Gator, don't play that. Get the vasectomy, Alex. Got called out on an instance and tested 0% mine. Unless she does this. She ain't getting pregnant. Right to the face. Or somewhere above the belly button. 38 years old and likely not a dime saved for retirement yet. Are you psycho? She said, my car burnt down. And I wish this was a joke. Said your Altima burnt down? She says, how do you know I had an Altima? By the time you told me you had a roommate. Or a Honda Accord. Like an '05. That's peasant status right there. Roommate, that's a deal breaker. They date so a guy can figure them out. And again, guys, CJ Cox, understand this. Let's say you're 25 to 32. Beautiful. You got nothing going on. You're kind of going through it. And you date for the intention of a man to figure you out. Meaning, help me become a better woman for you. I'm up for that. As a matter of fact, that's ideal. I don't want some independent bitch to come in to tell me what's happening today. Now, remember I told you guys that 50 and 45 years and up is a cheat code? I can go on a date tonight with a 50-year-old. Tonight. No problem. I'm not attracted to them. And guess what? Guess what 50-year-old women like to talk about? I'm blown away by this. Menopause. Menopause. What is a byproduct of menopause? Dry pussy. So I'm going on dates with women that are my age or a little older, and they're talking about how their pussy stopped working. Imagine me talking about erectile dysfunction on a date. Yeah, it's really tough about getting older. No boner. What? Yeah, no boner. Like, nothing. So, how'd your day go? I got super lucky because my wife is hardcore conservative and is beautiful. She got wifed up immediately. I said the line again. I said the line again to this woman, and her brain fried. She went, okay. I said, look, men are going to date the woman that's present, and wives get wifed up. Say that on a date. Wives get wifed up. If you act like a wife, and you come across like a wife, and you want to be a wife, you get wifed up. Wives get wifed up. I remember a girl twitched when I said that. She's like, why is it so hard to date? I said, well, it could be a couple of things. Everyone's in their own little world, social media, or to be honest, we're the leftovers. And she goes, would you ever get married? I said, wives get wifed up. And she went, I thought there was like a bug in front of her. She went, what? I go, wives get wifed up. And she did not refute that. She just let it soak in. She's probably on a date with another dude tonight for that free dinner. She asked for a to-go box for the kids. Okay, Coyote, rub the shit in some more. She gets water and hits up the soda fountain. Okay. And tell us so we can just take you to Denny's. Why are most women always going through it? Cinnamon rim job. Hey, yo. I love pumpkin beer with cinnamon rim, but I haven't had a drink in 14 months. Good. You're probably a lot thinner, too. Flushing condoms, taking out the trash by myself. Exactly. I, one time, went to the bathroom, took the condom off, put it in the toilet paper roll, and I put that shit in my pocket. My pants were in the bathroom. I went. So then when I went outside, I went. It was in New Hampshire. It was in between the breakup and the second girlfriend. I drove to New Hampshire for pussy. Good pussy, country pussy, you know? And I was just like, got in the Mustang. Right out the bitch. Like a grenade. TDC is back. Yes, sir. Good date. Good material. She said, bald tires on the Altima. We all knew she had an Altima. How'd you know I had an Altima? Stop it. Typical single mom. Nissan Rogue, preferred vehicle of the nurses. Rhinestones on the door. Hand handles Altima. Hyundais and Kias burn down too. Pickleball after 50. Traveling. Hot flashes and driest. JD Bruce. 50-year-old women talk mainly about how their pussy does not work anymore. So I'm blown away by that. There was a girl that was in her 50s that I was nailing way back in the day. No problems. It was all good. It was actually wonderful. She was energetic. She was like into taekwondo, you know, and she was kind of like earthy, crunchy. She was liberal, but we ain't never talk about politics. Now, I could have done that with this one. I could have been like, yeah, fuck Trump. Oh my God, Kamala Harris? Like, whoa. Senile old man, auto penning, pardons for everybody? Fuck yes. More of that, please. Dudes with dresses going into your daughter's bathroom? More of that, please. Right? And then get the fuck out of here. Block, delete, get out of here. Pussy nasty. That's weird. Catcher's mitt. These girls are so screwed when we all start banging Tesla robots. You make fun? No, you're probably right, EPA. You're married, though, and your wife's beautiful, so you're okay. But still, even that can be weird, right? Because you've been together so long, you wonder how other yeah. Let me not even put that thought in your head. Let me not even put that thought in your head of that first time you slide into strange. You go, it could be like this? And I'm sure women experience that when they have another dick up in them. Right? Let's be fair. But when you slide into strange, a moment like this, some people... And then the last girl I dated was in her early 20s. It makes you feel young again. Married my wife 6 months in. Smart man. If she was... Again, wives get wives up. If a woman is acting... Okay, guys. Put on the chat what is the most endearing quality a woman can do or have in order for you to marry her. What would make you wife up a woman? Put it on the chat. They Rapunzel, but I wouldn't step on a ladder to save her. That's so sad. You have to ensure the destruction of a condom. Dude, I put it in there, rolled it up in the toilet paper, wiped the stuff, you know, get the water. Looks like a murder scene, you know. And you're like, all right, put it in there. Put it in the pocket. Oh, yeah, but, and then you go back to that weird cuddle session where you're like, how do I get the fuck out of here? Because I nutted. Now, if this girl's like top shelf liquor, and maybe there's a round 2 possibility, you stay, right? And then you're like, well, that was the only condom I had. Whatever you want to do. So, if someone had a microphone in these places and hear those god-awful conversations, so I'm trying to plan my escape, right? Because, you know, it was good, but not great. And I was like, so, like, you know, I got a long ride back. And then she goes, well, you could stay and I'll cook you breakfast. I'm like, God, I love breakfast. But, no, I got a long ride back and I think I should get going. But I'll call you when I get there, okay? She goes, okay. So I get outside. Reach in my pocket. Thank God it didn't, like, unfurl and there's just jizz in my pocket. I'm just like, ooh. Ooh, between second and third. Get out of here. Dating sounds horrible. Finally caught alive. What? Late catching the reply. Late, I'm catching the reply. Amazing channel, Theo. What up, family? EPA, don't tell Melissa that. No more getting farted on. Diddy, cases of oil required. Yeah, it's free fall sliding into the nani. You should show up on a date in the fair lane. When you get it running, see her reaction. EPA, don't go the route of 4 prenup, not talking, says Golden. She has to hate like I do for me to wife her up. She has to hate like I do. Okay. Inability to speak. Peace. And okay, these are traits a woman should have for you to wife her up. Good. This one said she has to hate like I do for me to wife her up. Inability to speak. Keep the peace and not bring the crazy. She was amazing to my kids and has nothing to gain from me. Good luck with that. Every girl has something to gain from a man, whether it's peace, protection, providing, sex. Pleasure to be around. Cooks, cleans without being asked. Loyalty. But that's the one things that you don't know if you have until you have it or you don't. YOLO got the Costco Valley pack of rubbers. Stop lying. Efficiency. No. See, I found out one time you gotta stay ready with the condom pack. You gotta have it on you at all time. So every car has a pack of something in it. Every car. Because you just never know when you could. Believe it or not, there have been times that I just fell into pussy and I was like, wow. I always got to have it on me. Do you know what I'm saying? Jizz in my pocket. Conservative. Cooks. Lets me be in charge. Lets you be in charge. See that? That line is odd to me. You either are in charge or you're not in charge. But if you are... Okay, I've met women that are all in... Okay, so this girl yesterday was starting to soften up before she went crazy. I was saying all the right things. I was macking. I was complimenting. I was assertive. I was calm. I spoke minimally, but I gave her enough to make her go, you're saying all the right things. I was buttering her up. And she went from being like Miss Hyper Liberal, Ultima, stupid book reading, roommate having 2 kids, abortion loving psycho Cuban to a I might gobble his nuts tonight. I don't know. His nuts might be in my mouth tonight. Right? I was around that point. And then she goes, tell me about your politics. Tell me about your politics. I think I'm going to gobble his nuts. And if he says he voted for Kamala Harris, I'm going to eat his dick. I'm going to eat his... Trump, bitch! Dried up. See you later. Pay the bill. Get the fuck out of it. Gotta tie the condom in a knot before you put it in your pocket. Mickey Mouse Dreams, shaking my head. 10 seconds, 06, hit live on your shit. Is Turvey still with his girl? Sully? That's what I'm saying. There's more in the car, tripping and falling into that ship. I kind of just want a nerd. I need to be number one. Who is submissive? Not sexually. You're in charge, but I'm watching. Exactly. I absolutely understand. Okay, guys. Oh, whoa! McAllen, Texas is... Wait, guys, wait. Let me get everything ready. McAllen, Texas is on fire. Bro, I might have to move to Texas. I literally just put myself in McAllen, Texas. And let me see. Where is it? And we'll get to it with Bumble Swipes. That's right, Bumble Swipes, bitches. Oh! Yeah, holy shit. Nah, let me see it. Yeah, yeah, fuck it. Yeah, Wow! Okay, let's go! 6 bitches want some of this bitcho. Watch them be tortas. Guys, I literally just landed in McAllen before I started the stream, right? Let's see what likes some of this Puerto Rican bitcho. Oh! Elsa. Ooh, shit. Hi, Alex. I'm Elsa. My pussy's dry. I know. That's all you talk about. Angel Peralez. Hey. Okay. Oh, I gotta see the bottom half. Whoa. ¿Qué está pasando aquí? Huh? What's going on in the puro pinche 956 a la verga, cuz?
Puro pinche 956.
I gotta see the rest of her body. So let's see what's going on with her. Someone said hell no on Elsa. Lauren, again, these are women that want the bitcho. They've already swiped right on me because I paid the extra $4. Oh, get the fuck out. Get Canelo, tell him what we would say.
Hey, get the fuck out of here because I'm gonna fuck you out right now, motherfucker.
Yeah, Trisha, 49 years old. Oh, man.
Hey, get the fuck out of here because I'm gonna fuck you out right now, motherfucker.
Who is Rebecca? No, you gotta...
Hey, get the fuck out of here because I'm gonna fuck you out right now, motherfucker.
And Bonnie, pussy dry, pocket tester, sloppy. Don't be with J Money serving everybody. Now we're gonna pass on this situation.
Hey, get the fuck out of here because I'm gonna fuck you out right now, motherfucker.
So let's take a look at Angela Perez. She is 5'3", 41 years old. She lives in cool weather. Big tits. Active liberal. Oh man, she likes Marvel movies. She has a Wolverine shirt. Probably has a Tweety Bird shirt in her closet, but she might look at this girl is probably a Sinaloa cartel, ex-wife. You know what I mean? So we'll see what the deal is. I'll let her chat with me, and we'll chat with people. Brianna, again, McAllen, Texas, 31 years old. About Brianna, 5'3", graduate degree, moderate in her politics, doesn't smoke, drinks socially. Not bad. Not great. I hate really curly hair. I am not a fan of really curly hair, but she is from Edinburgh, Texas, currently located in Pharr, Texas. We'll see what the deal is. Trisha's got to go. Whoa. Oh, Alondra. No hookups. Mother of Princess. Alondra Martinez is 19. She gave out her government name. Bro, girls like this that have a baby super young, they probably have a dumper that turds have no fucking shot. No fucking shot. Turd comes out of there, sack, cut like a mother. Oh, see what the hell is Alondra. Okay, these Mexican girls might be a problem, guys. These are sleeper agents. These women are usually super hot, but the crazy hot matrix is literally them. Oh, I don't know what's happening over there. Megan, 28 years old, 5'7". Oh, what someday? 27 years old, so it's okay. Bro. Oh, whoa. When a woman takes pictures from the chest up, there's a problem. Oh, get the fuck out of here. Stop it. Oh, Tortaville. Where does she live? Oh my God. Se comió la troca entera de la troca. McAllen, Texas. Holy shit. Rain is 37. Andrea. Okay. Let's see if she has. Oh, come on. I don't even need to see the bottom of the. You could tell by their shoulders and their elbows if they're fat. Have you ever seen a skinny girl with fat elbows? Think about it. Have you ever seen a skinny girl with fat elbows? Alejandra. Easy name to remember. Tengo un hijo. Soy la mejor novia, pero no ejerzo. No one night stand, and no wasting your time or mine.
Or did that?
He tried to steal money, and
Yeah.
he's a fucking asshole. That's what I say. He's a fucking asshole. He tried to keep the attention for him, not for Munguia. He's a fucking asshole. He steals his fighters. That's what he do. Fucking pussy. Motherfucker. Whenever
All right.
you want, I'm here for you too, motherfucker.
I don't know. This looks kind of like a dude, right? I don't know. It looks kind of like a dude. You could see the gut right here. For women that wear these leggings, you could see the gut and the belly button right here. So this is like the midriff that they like to show off. But I want to see the fupa, a.k.a. the gunt. You don't know what a gunt is? It's a gut cunt. We'll see what the deal is. Carla G, damn, you're 47? How come American 47-year-old women look like shit? Mira pa allá. Whoa. I gotta see that gunt. Maggie, 39 years old, never been married, no kids, red flag because you're Mexican. You are bred to fuck, suck, and spit out kids. I'm one of the rare ones. Looking for someone who wants something serious and not just hookups. So that means this. At one point or another, she has had a lot of hookups. I enjoy meeting new people who also open to meet new friends. No. Stop this, ladies. There is no such thing as a male friend. Male friends don't exist. The Gussie. I'm going to hit live. The Gussie. I never heard of the Gussie. 4'11". Yes. Oh. Well, she got that gunt. She got that gunt. A ver lo que está pasando. ¡Wow! ¡Qué linda! Oh my God, ¿me voy a casar? What the fuck? Me voy a casar. San Juan City, Hidalgo County. What the fuck? I'm telling you, there is a cheat code in McAllen. She's blown out in her 20s. Oh, look at this stupid Almeida. I'm looking for something more stimulating than a hookup. Again, she is telling you right up front, I've hooked up a lot, and it's not stimulating, so I need something more than a hookup. Someone worth my time and investment. I'm open to however best that shows up. Show me better. Oh, get out of here. Get the fuck out of here.
Hey, get the fuck out of here because I'm gonna fuck you out right now, motherfucker.
Oh, we got someone. We got one. Let's see. Joanna, where's she from? McAllen, Texas. Let's see what's going on with Joanna. It's weird. I matched with a... Damn. Baby, yo te lo meto. I flew you out. Did Spirit Airlines claim... She hit me up already, guys. She hit me up already. What? Oh, I have a introduction. Something nice and relaxing. Maybe a weekend at the beach. Yeah. West Palm Beach, bro. Should I flew her out? Man, does she got kids? Not here to waste your time or mine. I'm looking for someone who's ready for meaningful connection, and that kind of feels easy, but lasts a lifetime. Good conversation, finding humor in everyday sharing. We're going to stay in McAllen, guys. I know you want to do Osaka, but we're going to stay in McAllen. We'll see what the deal is. What should I say back, guys? Órale, Holmes. Puro pinche, 956. Puro pinche. 956. 956. A la verga. Hola, León, puro pinche 956 a la verga. Let's see what she says. Oh, torta time. Jada, 25 years old, vete para la mierda. Veronica's 55. 55? Independent. No shit. I'm independent. Yo, I got that Spirit Airlines on fleek. Get out of here. Oh, wait, I did send it. Let me see. Is Spirit Airline Spirit no fatal accidents. Is any news? There was a thing about incidents. Some flyers are here we go. No, that was before. Okay, I thought there was like someone said something about potentially bankruptcy stuff. So we're gonna se fue. She's gone, guys. She took off. She's gone. Hace puro pinche 956 a la verga, cuz. And she se fue pa'l carajo.
Pinche 956 a la verga.
Oh my god, I'm so fucking dead. Oh my god. Okay, okay, Becca. Let's go back to Becca. Dude, that was fast. Yeah, I'm not gonna. If you don't get it, you know, if you would have been like, yeah, puro pinche 956, stop it. Becca, 32, South Texas raised. I beat the odds and missed my first divorce, no kids, just the coolest auntie, hoping to two-step into love at every country concert. I have failed so far. Nope, hell no. Sorry, I can't do it. I'm gonna pass on that. Adriana, no, not a fan of the face. Gabriella, 31 years old, the tattoos. Guys, and maybe you ladies don't agree, but I'm gonna tell you from experience, every tattoo on a woman is hiding an emotional scar. Every single time I have asked somebody about their tattoo, it is a painful moment in their life that they cover up with a tattoo to remind them of the sadness. And they have a story about this bullshit. So every single girl, the more tattoos, the more problems. Oh my God, she's got a whole snake down her leg. Bro, this is red flag city. Dulce, 39 years old, which means sweet. Hell yeah. What, are you Chinese? Or are you Mexicanese? Oh, let's see what the deal is. Staying mode bumble swiped in Moscow. Should I swipe in Moscow? All right, we're getting into Tortaville. So Isabel, 42 years old. Patricia's a house cleaner, looks like. Oh, wow. Bro. Damn, she's pretty. Let me see. ¿Qué está pasando? Brownsville? Brownsville's bad. Isn't that where SpaceX is, though? So maybe. Yeah, I don't know. But okay. It's there we go. Boy, she is a doll. I'm sorry. Just her face alone, perfect. What happened with her eye? She must have burnt the chicken. Whoa! Look at that dumper. Oh no, this is a whore. We'll see what the deal is. Rihanna, 41 years old. Doesn't say much. Should I swipe in like Russia? Should I? Okay, we've reached the end of the which. Oh, it can't be. Okay, she's good. Where should we? She roams Starbase. Ronnie, 39 years old. Oh, they don't say much. You know what I noticed, guys? These Mexican chicks don't say nothing. If it was a white girl in Austin, let's go to Austin. Fuck it, let's go. I gotta do it on the app though. Let me go. Let's go to Austin. Let me go. Austin, Texas. McAllen, let's go to Austin. Watch all these liberal bitches just talk all that shit in Austin. Let's reload the page. And we are... Oh, wait! Maybe she didn't leave. Whoa! Hey, guys, maybe she did not leave. So... Ashley, 40 years old, doesn't say a goddamn thing. She is perfect. Grace, 38 years old, not a real profile. She's Asian. Oh my God, Layla, get the fuck. What do you mean Taiwan? Taiwan? Do you think Taiwan is gonna be good? No, Austin. We need these liberal chicks. Charlotte. I like history, old houses, and Star Trek. Oh man, I might need to fuck her. Oh my God, I might need to fuck her. Marlene, this is a guy. This is a guy, right? That's a guy. Well, if that's a guy, that guy has great tits. Oh my God. Bridget, 52 years old. Okay. We need to calm the fuck down with this shit. 52 years old. Get the fuck out. Laura, 45 years old. Doesn't say much either. You know what's crazy? I thought Austin, Texas would be full of women that would be just nonstop yapping about bullshit. But no. It's all good. Laura, 49 years old. Grounded. Know who I am. Extra grateful for the life I get to live. In it for love. Also have a thing for botanical gardens, treasure hunting, glamour, dark humor, vintage dresses, and forest trails. Likes horses. There is no... and she has a fucked up dog. Nope. She likes sad... She had me at Star Trek. Bro, she had me at Star Trek. Rachel, whoa. Oh, okay. I guarantee you're going to ruin it. ENFP. What the fuck does that mean? 4 out of 6 generator? Family love? A family above everything? Animal outdoors? Wow. 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 ENFP, 4 out of 6 generator, family above everything, animal, outdoors, love of music, and this also love the job, I don't settle down, volunteer in my free time, spontaneous, open-minded, my purpose is to help others, extremely passionate about everything I do. Oh my God, Jesus Christ, bum, 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 bum. Making breakfast with my music turned up while typically singing along and then walking to the farmer's market with my dog Bailey. Interested in drinks? Let's do something outside. Visit a museum or see live music. I love anything artsy or creative and no down for a hike about anything. Wow! I'm passing out. My head. Wow. Oh man. What a letdown. What a letdown on the ass side of things. Do you know what I am saying? Her name is Katie, 33 years old. I'm a sucker for some nice eyes. She's pretty. Wait, which one are you? This one? Are you this one? Why does this one look so different than this one? Why are you girls doing that? You're shapeshifters. I'm sick and tired of you shape-shifting bitches. Just look the same. Always. Nice tits on her. I'm homegirl. What's going on with homegirl with the red hair? Plant mama, bookworm, uh-oh. Bookworm, liberal. Done. Done. Bookworm, liberal. You know what that means. Aliens, fucking humans. Bullshit, Kamala support, Ragdad Agha. How was it those Mars aliens talk? Ragdad Agha. Hey, right hand, Can I get a sandwich? Right hand, Fuck out. Not interested in MAGA men. What I'm not interested in, right hand, Fuck me. 3 more want some of this bicho. Maricela is Colombian because every girl in Colombia is named Maricela. Kristen is fat. I'm gonna pass on her. And there is this thing called hair dye. Fucking buy it. Marcela might get flued out. Maybe she could clean the kitchen. Yeah, le meto un bichotazo and see what happens. And you gotta go. And you gotta go. Okay. One more. Let's swipe in one more place, guys. Where do you guys wanna? If you guys have like a common town you want me to swipe in, just for another 10 minutes or so. I don't want to stay super long, but I'll swipe somewhere else for a little bit. Boy, these girls are fucking. The girls in McAllen. You know what I'm gonna do overnight, guys? I'm gonna plop my location in McAllen and leave it there, and we'll see what happens in the morning. Because McAllen, esta puti, they're popping. So Shreveport, Louisiana, Pueblo, Colorado. Raghead makes vests with lots of pockets. Ukraine. Where? Kyiv, Ukraine? Hello. This place is the bomb. Let me see. Ukraine. Okay, Kyiv, K-I, Kyiv, Ukraine. No. How do you spell Kyiv? How do you spell? How? Kyiv, Ukraine. Let me see. Kiev. K-Y. Oh my lord. K-Y-I-V. Jesus Christ. K-Y-I-V. No. K-Y-I-V. Guys, it doesn't come up. There is no Kyiv, Ukraine. Isn't Kyiv under siege? I mean, doesn't mean you can't go and grab a coffee. Weirdo. Sweden? Where? Sweden? Where is Sweden? St. Louis? Let's go to St. Louis. St. Louis, Missouri. Me and you people. Let's go. St. Louis, Missouri, and we'll end it there. We are in. Whoa! Is this St. Louis? Let me see. She's white. Hell yeah! Nice. Fuck yeah, let's go. Okay, so we are in. Can't do Sweden. Fuck Sweden. Adriana, 36 years old, deep soul, self-aware, globally aware, liberal, traveling, Paris, New York, LA, Milan, Midwest, yoga. You will be single forever. You will be single forever. Let's see what the deal is. Brianna, 45 years old. Something that, okay, the hair has me all fucked up. I just don't care. Whoa, look at that moose knuckle. Che, esa chocha está buscando aire. 50! Now I see where she's got moose knuckle. Can't help it. Shit's falling out of her shit. Smart, fun, little sassy. I keep the packed schedule, but I know how to make time for who matters. Love a night in, but the right person can get me out of the door. Just give me a good reason. 50. Damn. Travel bullshit. Macy doesn't know how to... Fake tits. Fake tits and tattoos with sentences on them that look like Arabic. Rooted in my values. What values? You're a whore. I'm sorry. You're all tatted up. Respect went out the window. Respect went out the window with your stupid bullshit. I can fuck though. Christina, 45 years old. Busy mom of 2. Get the fuck out of my face. Yvonne, 43 years old. Get out of my face. Whoa. Shannon's got to go. Whoa. We have hit. What the fuck are we hitting? Jesus Christ. We're hitting some really bad shit here. Uterus falling right out that bitch. St. Louis filled with crazy. Amanda, 41 years old. Good looking girl. Really good looking girl. My humble brag is I can always tell when dinosaurs are fake in movies. That's funny. Hey! Puro pinche 956 a la verga, cuz replied. Joanna, I appreciate you having a sense of humor. Let's do it live. You having a sense of humor. You looking to get flued out? Get it flued out to West Palm Beach, Florida? Let's go. Let's go. Let's go. Joanna, I appreciate you having a sense of humor. You looking to get flued out to West Palm Beach, Florida? No elote is here, though. No elote is here, though. No, okay. Don't push my luck. Let's see what she says. Oh, fuck yeah. Amanda, good looking girl. Let's go. Let's go. My favorite quality in a person. Okay, that joke was funny, guys. No cabin air filter. You stupid. You stupid. Stupid. Where is it? Is it here? Is it stupid? I saved it. Stupid. Yeah, I saved it. Stop it. Let's see what the deal is. Mary, 38 years old. Oh, she's standing in front. I thought she was standing in front of a. It's flued. It's. These motherfuckers don't get the joke, right? These guys don't get the joke. It's flued out. Flout. St. Louis, Missouri. Heidi. Oh, my Lord, Heidi. Holy shit. Whoa. Hannah, 41 years old. Don't care. She's flexing in the pictures. Whoa. Emily, 27 years old. Got to go. Tracy's got to go. Okay. Annie, are you okay? St. Louis, dating with intention. Not active on social media. I like mountain biking, hiking, traveling, and fine dining. Moderate chick. Tattoos. Let's see what the deal is. You know what? I'm going to be an asshole. Blown out, right? You looking to get blowed out? You looking to get blowed out? Must be a TDC reference then, since y'all don't get that hoe. That one. Low and slow. Flown out? You don't know what flued out is? You don't know what flued out is? Flued out. What is it? What is the what is the origin of that phrase? From 2018, when City Girls were promoting a twerk-off competition, and in a video, Young Miami says the top 20 winners will get flued out. Flued out.
Lima Laser Pro.
What the fuck? Flute out. TikTok? Fuck it. Flute out is a ghetto reference. So, just so you know, flute out is a thing. What's Slow 99 say? Yeah, it's Ebonics. Thank you. Exactly. Kayla, 20. Perfect! Need someone to cosplay as Obi-Wan. Stupid bitch. Cosplay. The fuck it. Look at this girl, though. Oh, espérate. Wow, I don't know. Oh, man. I don't know. This picture? Hell yeah. But 37? Here comes the wall. I don't know. We'll see what the deal is. All right, guys, I did it for another 10 minutes. I'll keep you updated on what happens with Joanna and see if she gets flued out. But today, on the dating channel, we talked about a woman I went on a date with, and she basically had a decent first 3/4 of the date, and then the wheels fell off that date so fast when she brought politics, abortion, immigration rights, human rights, and a whole bunch of other bullshit when she asked if I voted for Trump, and I said it with my chest twice. Voted for Papi Trump. All right, guys, I'm going to get out of here. Thank you very much for hanging out there with me. If other issues pop up or more interesting dates pop up, I will go live because you can see what happens when I go live when there is something to talk about. It's entertainment. It goes on for a long time. It's good, fun, and I want to do it. And that's the only way I think going forward that I'm going to end up doing TDCs, when there is something to talk about, as opposed to feeling pressured to do it because I need to like maintain the channel. Nah, this channel is nice and chill. We can have fun. I'll try to get clips going, but this is how it's going to work going forward. All right, guys, I'm out of here. Have a good rest of your Sunday. Happy Labor Day tomorrow. Lund Racing and us will be back on Tuesday, so I'll be back on live Tuesday also for talking shit at 8 o'clock. And CJ Cox, thank you so much. I appreciate you very much. Have a good rest of your Sunday, guys. I'll see you later. Bye.